What if the real reason you're losing hardness halfway through isn't your age at all, but 7 critical errors you're making right now that can be corrected starting tonight? Gentlemen, my name is Dr. Emily Carter. I'm a board-certified urologist who has spent over 10 years working exclusively with men past 50 to restore and maintain rock-solid erections during intimacy. Right now, I'm going to show you exactly why your hardness disappears in the middle of sex, and even more importantly, the 8 immediate solutions that produce results fast. Here's what most men have no idea about. Scientific research reveals that losing firmness during intercourse is extremely widespread. Data shows that erectile difficulties impact anywhere from 18% to 47% of American men. And for a lot of guys, the very first warning sign isn't trouble getting hard initially. It's losing that hardness once things are already underway. The exciting news? In the overwhelming majority of cases, this problem is totally reversible without pills or procedures. These 8 solutions address the root causes directly, and you can start using them as soon as tonight. But before we get into it, smash that like button right this second. Drop a comment telling me what city you're tuning in from, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any tips designed specifically for men over 50 who want total confidence between the sheets. All right, let me break down why you're going soft and exactly how to fix it permanently. Before I walk you through these 8 solutions, there's something you absolutely must understand about what's going on inside your body when you lose your hardness. Getting hard and staying hard requires 3 separate systems functioning flawlessly at the same time. Blood has to rush into your penis quickly through specialized arteries. That incoming blood has to completely fill the spongy tissue chambers we call the corpora cavernosa. And the veins that usually carry blood away have to get squeezed completely shut so that blood stays trapped inside. When you go soft during sex, what's actually happening is blood is escaping through those veins faster than fresh blood can flow in. Medical professionals call this venous leakage. And here's the shocking part. Research demonstrates you only need approximately 15% loss of function in your smooth muscle tissue for problematic venous leakage to kick in. Imagine trying to fill a swimming pool that has a crack in the bottom. If water drains out just as quickly as you're pouring it in, that pool will never get full. Your erection works exactly the same way. If blood is leaking out through veins at the same rate it's flowing in through arteries, your firmness collapses. There are 3 major categories causing this. Physical factors like restricted blood circulation, underdeveloped pelvic muscles, or side effects from prescription drugs. Mental factors like fear of failure, overwhelming stress, or problems in your relationship. And lifestyle factors like cigarette smoking, drinking too much, or being out of shape. I had one patient, age 59, who came into my office completely defeated. He told me, "I get hard at first, but within a couple of minutes, it's completely gone every single time." After we went through his daily habits together, we pinpointed 5 separate fixable problems. Within just 3 weeks of making the corrections, he was keeping rock-solid erections all the way through sex every single time. The secret is figuring out which specific causes are affecting you personally and correcting them one by one. If you're following along, go ahead and hit that like button and leave me a comment. Fix number 1. Break the cycle of performance fear. This is hands down the number 1 reason men lose their erections during sex, especially guys over 50. Let me explain exactly how this works. The very first time you go soft during intimacy, it's humiliating. Your brain files that memory away. The next time you're intimate with someone, you're terrified it's going to happen all over again. That fear activates your sympathetic nervous system, your body's alarm system, the fight or flight response. When that alarm system fires up, your blood vessels constrict, circulation to your penis drops dramatically, and your hardness starts to fade. This makes it even more likely you'll lose your erection again, which cranks up your fear even higher the following time. It becomes a never-ending downward spiral. Scientific studies confirm that psychological elements, including depression, anxiety, poor self-image, chronic stress, and relationship conflict, can cause erectile problems or make existing symptoms significantly worse. The solution is changing how you think about it. First, accept that occasionally going soft is totally normal for every man alive. It happens to literally everyone at some point. It doesn't mean your body is broken or that you have some terrible medical problem. Second, talk openly with your partner before you have sex. Try saying something like, "If I lose my hardness tonight, just know it has nothing to do with how I feel about you. I'm dealing with some blood flow stuff. Let's just focus on enjoying each other." This single conversation removes enormous pressure and cuts anxiety in half immediately. Third, shift your attention from performance to pleasure. Stop obsessing over maintaining your erection and start paying attention to how everything feels physically. Here's the paradox. The less you worry about staying hard, the harder you stay. One of my patients made this mental adjustment and had an honest conversation with his partner about what he was experiencing. Within 2 weeks, his anxiety evaporated and his erection stayed consistently firm throughout intimacy. He told me that simply talking about it openly eliminated 90% of the mental pressure. Mental reframing is instant, costs nothing, and works incredibly well. Comment below, is performance fear messing with your results? Fix number 2. Build your pelvic floor strength starting right now. Underdeveloped pelvic floor muscles are one of the major causes of venous leakage and disappearing erections. The muscles in your pelvic floor, specifically the bulbospongiosus and ischiocavernosus, squeeze the veins that normally drain blood away from your penis. When these muscles are too weak, they can't generate enough pressure to keep those veins sealed shut. Blood escapes and your hardness disappears. Research demonstrates that excessive or ongoing tension in pelvic floor muscles can restrict arterial blood flow, severely damaging erectile performance. The solution is doing Kegel exercises every single day. Here's the precise method. Tighten the exact same muscles you would use to stop yourself from urinating midstream. Hold that squeeze for 5 full seconds. Relax completely for 5 seconds. Do this 10 to 15 times in a row. Repeat this entire routine 3 times throughout the day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once in the evening. The beauty of Kegels is you can do them literally anywhere. Sitting in your car, at your desk at work, watching television. Nobody around you has any clue you're doing them. After 2 to 4 weeks of daily practice, your pelvic floor muscles will become substantially stronger, dramatically improving your ability to trap blood inside and keep your erection firm. One of my patients started Kegels and combined them with the perineum massage technique I covered in an earlier video. After 5 weeks, he went from losing his hardness within a few minutes to maintaining solid firmness for over 15 minutes reliably. Pelvic floor strength is absolutely essential. Start doing these today. Fix number 3, review your prescriptions right away. A huge number of common prescription medications cause erectile issues as a side effect, and most doctors never bother to mention it. Medications that frequently cause erection problems include antidepressants, especially SSRI drugs like fluoxetine and sertraline. Blood pressure drugs, particularly beta blockers and thiazide diuretics. Antihistamines that you take for allergies, and certain medications prescribed for prostate issues. Studies confirm that prescription drugs can interfere with sexual arousal and diminish overall sexual performance, making it much more difficult to maintain firmness. The solution is scheduling a complete medication review with your physician. Write down every single medication and supplement you're currently taking. Book an appointment specifically to talk about sexual side effects. Ask your doctor if there are alternative medications available that have less impact on sexual function. Never, ever stop taking prescribed medications on your own without talking to your doctor first. But in a lot of cases, your physician can switch you to a different drug in the same category that doesn't interfere with erectile function. I had one patient who was taking a beta blocker for high blood pressure that was completely destroying his erections. His cardiologist switched him over to an ACE inhibitor, and within 3 weeks, his erectile function came back entirely. He said to me, "I had absolutely no idea my blood pressure pill was causing this." A simple medication review can fix the problem overnight. Fix number 4, eliminate alcohol before intimacy. This is one of the simplest, fastest corrections you can make, and most guys have no clue how much damage it does. Alcohol is a central nervous system depressant. In moderate to large quantities, it disrupts the nerve signals traveling between your brain and your penis. It also causes blood vessels throughout your entire body to widen, which might sound beneficial but actually lowers blood pressure and makes it much harder to maintain the high internal pressure your penis needs. Research shows that substances that suppress your central nervous system can cause serious damage to blood vessels and directly lead to erectile dysfunction. While a single drink might help you relax and reduce performance anxiety, 2 or more drinks actively sabotage your erection. The solution couldn't be simpler. Limit yourself to 1 drink maximum, consumed at least 2 hours before sex, or even better, cut out alcohol completely on nights when you're planning intimacy. If you want the calming effect without destroying your performance, try slow, deep breathing or taking a hot shower instead. One of my patients routinely drank 2 to 3 glasses of wine with dinner before having sex. The moment he eliminated alcohol on intimacy nights, his erections became noticeably firmer and lasted considerably longer. He told me, "I genuinely thought the alcohol was helping me relax. I had no idea it was actively destroying my performance. Skip the drinks. Your erection will reward you for it." Fix number 5, maintain constant stimulation all the way through. A lot of men completely stop stimulation once penetration starts. This is a massive mistake. Your erection needs continuous arousal signals traveling from your brain down to your penis. When stimulation stops, those signals get weaker, blood flow decreases, and your firmness starts to fade. Research shows that arousal and stimulation trigger your brain to send the impulses necessary to maintain increased blood flow for staying hard. The solution is never stopping engagement. During penetration, keep both mental and physical stimulation going strong. Talk to your partner. Look directly into her eyes. Touch her body. Keep your mind focused on pleasurable physical sensations. Don't allow your thoughts to drift to your job, your stress, or anything unrelated to what's happening right now. If you notice your hardness starting to fade, don't freak out. Just pause penetration temporarily and go back to manual or oral stimulation until full firmness returns. Then continue. Changing positions also gives you a brief pause that can help restore firmness if it's starting to slip. One patient realized he was mentally checking out during sex, thinking about his work schedule and errands. Once he started focusing intensely on staying completely mentally present and engaged, his erection stayed consistently firm all the way through. Continuous stimulation and mental focus are absolutely critical. Fix number 6, choose smarter positions. Certain sexual positions make maintaining erections much more difficult, especially for men past 50. Positions that demand significant physical effort, like holding your body weight up in push-up position during standard missionary, redirect blood flow and energy away from your penis toward your arms, shoulders, and core. When you're physically wiped out, your erection takes a hit. Positions where you're standing upright also create problems because your heart has to pump blood upward, fighting against gravity. The solution is selecting positions strategically. Pick positions where you're completely relaxed and not holding up your body weight. Woman on top is ideal because you're lying flat and totally relaxed. Spooning or side-by-side positions work extremely well. Modified missionary, where you rest your weight on your knees rather than your arms, is much better than traditional missionary. Avoid standing positions completely if you're struggling to maintain hardness. One of my patients was constantly using traditional missionary, which exhausted him within just a few minutes. After he switched to woman on top and spooning positions, he maintained strong erections throughout sex every single time. He said, "I didn't realize how much the physical exhaustion was killing my erection." Position selection matters more than most men think. Fix number 7, get chronic health problems under control. Unmanaged diabetes, high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, and excess body weight all directly destroy blood vessels and wreck erectile function. Research shows that men carrying excess weight are 3 times more likely to experience sexual dysfunction, and erectile difficulty increases from 8% in men aged 40 to 49 all the way up to nearly 78% for men 75 and older, primarily because of accumulated blood vessel damage over time. High blood sugar destroys nerves and damages blood vessels. High blood pressure makes arteries stiff and inflexible. High cholesterol blocks and clogs blood vessels. Excess body weight lowers testosterone levels and increases inflammation throughout your body. The solution requires proper medical treatment. If you have diabetes, work closely with your doctor to get your blood sugar under strict control, targeting an A1C below 7%. If you have high blood pressure, make sure it's properly managed with medication and lifestyle modifications. If you have high cholesterol, start a statin if your doctor recommends one, and clean up your diet. If you're carrying extra weight, commit to losing even just 10% of your current body weight through better eating and regular exercise. Studies demonstrate that lifestyle modifications, including losing weight and increasing physical activity, can significantly restore erectile function. I had one patient with completely uncontrolled diabetes and an A1C sitting at 9.2%. After working with his endocrinologist to bring it down to 6.8% over a 6-month period, his erectile function improved dramatically. He said, "Getting my diabetes under control fixed my erections. It took some time, but it absolutely worked." Managing chronic conditions isn't a quick fix, but it's essential for long-term erectile health. Fix number 8. Quit smoking immediately and get your body moving. This is the lifestyle foundation that everything else is built on top of. Smoking destroys blood vessels everywhere in your body, including the ones in your penis. Nicotine constricts blood vessels and severely reduces blood flow. Research demonstrates that men given nicotine showed significantly reduced erectile response, proving that smoking directly damages erectile function. Being physically inactive leads to poor heart and lung fitness, reduced circulation, and weakened erections. A meta-analysis from 2011 found that aerobic exercise directly correlates with measurable improvements in erectile dysfunction symptoms. The solution has 2 parts. First, quit smoking completely and permanently. Use nicotine patches, prescription medications, or professional smoking cessation programs. Within just a few weeks of quitting, your blood vessel function starts improving. Second, start exercising consistently. Aim for 30 minutes of moderate aerobic activity, walking, jogging, swimming, cycling, 5 days every week. This strengthens your cardiovascular system, increases nitric oxide production in your body, and dramatically improves overall circulation. One of my patients was smoking a pack a day and doing 0 physical activity. After he quit smoking and started walking every single day, his erectile function improved gradually over 3 months. By the 4th month, he was maintaining firm erections all the way through sex consistently. Stop smoking and start moving your body. These 2 things are non-negotiable if you want lasting erectile health. Let me give you the complete action plan so you can implement all 8 fixes systematically and see results fast. Actions to take immediately tonight. Fix performance fear by changing your mindset and having an honest conversation with your partner. Stop drinking alcohol before sex. Use continuous stimulation and choose better positions during intimacy. Daily actions starting tomorrow morning. Start doing Kegel exercises, 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions every day. Start walking for 30 minutes daily. If you smoke, begin your quit plan right now. Actions to take this week. Schedule a complete medication review appointment with your doctor. Get blood work done to check your blood sugar, cholesterol levels, and testosterone. Actions to take this month. Continue Kegels and exercise without missing days. Work closely with your doctor to get chronic health conditions optimally managed. Track your progress by noting how often you lose your erection and your overall satisfaction with intimacy. Most men notice significant improvements within 2 to 4 weeks of implementing these fixes consistently. By 8 to 12 weeks, erectile function typically becomes stable and reliable. I had one patient who implemented all 8 fixes systematically and methodically. At his 3-month follow-up appointment, he reported 0 instances of losing his erection in the previous 6 weeks and described having the best sexual confidence and performance he'd experienced in over a decade. This systematic approach absolutely works. Gentlemen, here's the bottom line you need to internalize. Losing your erection during sex is incredibly common, affecting anywhere from 18% to 47% of men. The primary underlying cause is venous leakage, where blood drains out faster than it flows in, and this requires only about 15% loss of smooth muscle function to cause noticeable symptoms. The 8 fast fixes are: Stop the performance anxiety spiral by changing how you think and communicating openly. Strengthen your pelvic floor with daily Kegel exercises. Check your medications for sexual side effects with your doctor. Stop drinking alcohol before intimacy. Use continuous stimulation throughout the entire experience. Switch to better positions that don't physically exhaust you. Address chronic health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure properly. And stop smoking while starting regular physical exercise. These 8 fixes directly target the actual physical, psychological, and lifestyle causes of losing erections. Most of them are completely free, extremely simple, and produce visible results within a few weeks. Starting tonight, implement the immediate fixes. Starting tomorrow morning, begin the daily practices. This week, address your medications and get necessary health screenings done. This month, fully commit to the complete protocol. Within just a few weeks, you'll be maintaining strong, lasting erections all the way through intimacy, consistently and reliably. If this video gave you real value, smash that like button right now. Comment below and tell me which fix you're implementing first. And subscribe for more science-backed strategies designed specifically for men over 50. I'm Dr. Emily Carter. Losing your erection during sex is completely fixable. You don't have to accept it or live with it. Implement these 8 fixes systematically. Stay hard all the way through.